guys, good afternoon. It's RG here and welcome back to our makeup day for our May card club. So I do apologize for that wonkiness in scheduling and having to wait so long to be able to come back and be able to set up a live time for that makeup class. But here we are today now that the studio is set up, and we should be up and running from here on out to not have to do any makeup classes for the future. So for those of you who are part of my mixed media class, we're going to try to do the same thing next Wednesday when we do a double whammy on the June class early in the day, and in the afternoon we'll follow up with the makeup of that May's class. But I hope you're all having an amazing day. For those of you who are joining us for the second time around, thank you for not getting bored out of your mind and joining us for a double feature today. For those of you coming for the very first time, this is our May Card Club for 2019, and we're about to bring Happy Thoughts to life, featuring the very exclusive Happy Thoughts stamp set that you should have received in your May Club kit. So let's go ahead and switch over to our top view so that we can see everything that came in our kit. Here with me in the studio, I've got David helping me out today.
Hello,
Hi,
guys.
David. How's it going?
All right. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. Is your mic on? Do you know?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yay. All right, so we've got our kits and we have our stamps. It's now, I should have an open one of these instead of,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have a few markers. Now for this one, I also did very minimal coloring, mainly because I wanted just a splash of color in most of these. What I love the most about this set is that I think it's got so many cool different layering features that are just perfect for all year round and any occasion. So we have Happy Thoughts, Just to Note, Special Day, and Sending Love. And I love the very 4 different sentiments. It's got a little bit of a woodland-like creature set, which is super cool too. So again, we have 4 different projects here, and I'm going to go ahead and take out the circles in every single piece because that's mainly what we're going to stamp. So we'll start by stamping all 4 of our creatures in each one of those circles. Now, of course, you've got a variety of different possibilities here. Awesome possum. Let me give you this one back.
Thank you.
I already created these cards. It should have a sticker somewhere. So remember, if it's a brand new set, you definitely want to use red eraser. I should have done that too last month, but I had already created on it, so I didn't even think about it. So I'm gonna grab my Stamparatus, and for this one I'm also gonna grab an additional sheet.
Donna Blatt says, have you heard of the new app Color My Life?
I have actually. I think and they reached out to me because of you, Donna. I think they said, hey, you know, they need a few things from us so they can add us to that app, which is so cool. So thanks for thinking about us. So I'm gonna go ahead and start inking that up. So, you know, I like to ink it twice. And I need 1 of each of the creatures in the set. Actually, it came out really good with this first time, but just for consistency's sake, I'll stamp it twice. Super cute. Check him out. He's adorable. gonna swap this guy out for one of the other creatures. This is the fox, the foxy, and I just like to hold on to the tip of that circle just to hold it in place. I love that they all have a crown of some sort. So that's 2. And we're going to go with the third one here. We're using one of the bears from Happy Thoughts. Now, as you guys know, this set is not available yet out there, but it was an exclusive for you guys, which is amazing to be able to see this come to life. And just adding a little bit of color. This is probably one of my favorites, the little teddy bear, so adorable. Again, I love the feature that they're all crowned. And lastly, we're going to add the hair to it. I wonder why they call it a hare.
Like a rabbit?
Yeah. Why don't they just call it a rabbit?
It's probably called a hare first, and then someone said, "Wait, you have hair on your head."
So why would we call it?
And plus, hair and hair is spelled differently.
Oh.
They're 2 different words. Just like ring, ring, ring.
So this guy to me is almost like a bandit rabbit because he's got a little bit of a mask going on. So we're gonna call him the Bandit King. Check it out. So cute. All right, so we've got 4 of them already stamped, ready to go. We're gonna heat set them a little bit because we've stamped them multiple times. We will need to stamp our sentiments and all of that here shortly. So we'll just hold those slightly. Now remember, these are not going to be colored in at 100%, but you guys could do anything you'd like with your images, of course. If you want to add color, dimension, watercolor, pencils, whatever you like, however you like to bring your images to life. I'm just going to add a little splash of color using some Copics. And let me just try to zoom in here a little bit. I'm doing it manually, so bear with me. And then that way you can see the image a little bit closer. And we're going to bring in that color into the crown. And I love leaving the white, a little bit of a white space. So I'm not trying to fill the entire piece. I'm just trying to get enough color so that it showcases well. And I love the little woodland element that this set has, and I don't want to lose it. And one of the best ways not to lose it is not to color it in all the way for me. But it's totally up to you in what you guys decide is the best for you. Super cool. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna bring in some of my blending tones. And again, I don't want too much color. I almost just want like a hint of color. So how are you guys doing out there? Are we just watching? Are we working along? Coloring along? Probably many of you have already created all of your projects. Just hints of color is what I'm looking for. I'm going to bring in some greenery. To give it more of a summery vibe. Actually, this one's a little... I definitely need a new marker. This one's died on me.
A new marker? Or just the re-inker things?
No, I already made the decision. I'm not re-inking it.
Why not?
Because I don't have time.
Wow.
But I'm definitely coming outside a little bit, that space. But look how cool it looks. I think it's super cool.
He was never good at the coloring books.
No. I'm going to bring in some pink. And then I'm going to fine tune it with some yellow. It just adds a little extra to the space and the component. Now that I feel like it adds just a little bit more. Look how cute that is. goodness. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out here real quick so we can see the full table.
Bernice Taylor says, I'm excited to try out my new set of artisan markers set. The set has 120 pens. I completely butchered that name, but yeah.
That sounds exciting. Alright, so we're going to start with this card here. And then it's got the multiple layers that we're going to incorporate here, as well as, of course, our ribbon. This particular one has a double bow, so just make sure that you leave yourself enough space to create the double bow. Now, most of these bows I attached with glue, mainly because they're just offset or added to the top. So super cute little bow, ready to go. When in doubt, pop it out. But before we add that, we definitely want to stamp our sentiment. And this one's going to be sending love. Now you can, it's got a little bit of a curve to it. You can either curve it onto the card or just place it straight. There's 4 different sentiments, so we used all 4 of them. So you can put this one away, unless you happen to love one versus another. Now we're going to want to pop this guy out using some foam squares. Ultimately, you don't want any of the yellow showing, so we're going to snip off, like I didn't place it directly on top, so I want to make sure that it doesn't show. So I'm just trimming that a little bit off the edge. And for this one, we're going to use our Foxy. Place it right there, and then we're going to layer these, foam square these right onto our card base.
Bernice Taylor also says, these live videos help me get crafty. Thank you, RG.
Thanks, Bernice. I'm so excited to hear that. I love to make them as well. I feel like it lets me get crafty because it pushes me to get the ball rolling on a project or whatever it might be. I'm going to put some glue on there. What was that? And then I'm going to attach my bow. Now what you could do is maybe just put a clear block over it so that it dries. So let me just kind of set that to the side a little bit, and I'm just going to place a clear block right on top of that so that it holds the ribbon in place while I'm working on my other projects. Super, super beautiful cards. I think they're so versatile too that it allows us to recreate them again and again in a variety of different forms. So we are going to pull on the next project. Now you'll notice that some of you might have twine, some of you might have ribbon, some of you might have seam binding. And we did that on purpose just so that you can see that versatility of the actual card design. So you'll see here in a little bit, like the project we just did on mine had satin ribbon. Some of you might have twine, some of you might have seam binding. For example, my next project has twine. Again, some of you might have seam binding, so forth and so on. So we've done our card base. I'm going to stamp my sentiment here. Just a note. Actually, that goes on here. Yep.
You won't be taking a break, right? Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, I don't have the right card. Hold on. This is different.
Oh,
I don't
because
have
we're
the right
missing.
kit. This is the kit.
Let me keep you.
Sorry guys, I got the wrong kit originally, so these are the layers that I'm looking for. Alright, so I'm going to stamp my, just a note onto the bottom portion of the green. Perfect. And those are my layers. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and attach these two. And then I'm going to bring in the seam binding. Now an easy little trick that I love to do with ribbon sometimes is I love to fasten it with adhesive in the back so that I can move that bow if I need to. So see how I have the power to move this guy around if I need to adjust its location. I do recommend though that you maybe add a little bit of score tape or red liner just to make sure that that doesn't get picked up with a pull. And we're going to attach that to our layer. When in doubt, we're gonna pop this guy right out. And this cutie patootie has our little rabbit bandit.
Sharon Oak says, live videos really inspire. And she also
Aw.
said, such a versatile set.
It is a versatile set. I love it so much. See, I need to move this back just a little bit.
And Joanne Miller said, that's the truth, RG. I'm making these with you. Thanks for the push to get started again.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and look how adorable they are, right? Just a note. Perfect set. This one should be semi-dry here with our bow. So we've got two beautiful cards done, and I love them. I love how versatile they are, but so easy. Like you don't have, like there's no need for a background stamp. There's no need for anything. These particular sets, you can use the little heads on their own, or you can leave them in their wreath-like design and just be able to recreate them again and again. So we've got two down here. Of course, they're gonna get splattered at the end. I'm gonna bring in this little nugget, which is the teddy bear. Now we're going to stamp our sentiment. Now this one's a little bit trickier. We're going to go ahead and adhere this guy first because this sentiment has a little bit more of a curve, and we kind of want to place it right underneath our round. So we this guy goes right on here. We kind of need to know where to stamp it. So what we'll do is we'll place this here. We'll place this guy kind of where we want him. I would say at crown's length. So the crown lines up to the line there. And now we're gonna grab our largest sentiment, which is happy thoughts, and know exactly where it goes. Beautiful. All right, this one has twine. And we're going to do triple loop. Actually, let me make sure I leave myself enough space for the bow on the end. And a bow. Perfect. We're gonna pop this guy out right onto our card base. Make sure the card's going in the right direction. And then lastly, we're gonna bring in our little teddy. For that super cute layer. Ta-da! So we have 3 here. And now we work on our last project share here. We've got our twine, we've got our owl.
Oh.
And this one special day.
Andrea Mills just said, wow, you are flying through these.
Am I? I feel like I'm trying to not take so much of your guys' time since it's a doubler. And I'm trying to be as fast as I possibly can so you're not like, oh, we've spent all day with Archie. Not yet. Who's gonna go?
I don't know. It's your David or Joe? Or not, Joe can't go.
I'll deal with it right now. So we have special day, we have the twine. These were also designed a lot simpler too. Technically not on purpose. Little did we know there was a flood coming, but yes, they were designed to show the versatility of the stamp set and how simply you can make a pretty amazing looking card. Because there's so much detail in the design of the set that really just requires a single stamp, and it looks pretty amazing. So I think they look like they're so busy, but they're really not, and that was by design. I'm actually gonna pop out multiple layers in this one, mainly because I love how the owl feature will come into play. And then lastly, we bring our owl.
Mary Miller does have a point because she says there was less cutting and coloring in
Yeah.
this set.
So there's no cutting, there's no fuzzy cutting, there's none of that, but still creates such an impactful project share, I think. Actually, I'm missing a sugar drop. If you can get it for me, it's the sweet banana, I think. Either sweet banana or the gold. I can't remember which one.
Is it the pineapple one, sour pineapple one?
Yes, one of those. So we can add our splattering. But yeah, check it out. So all 4 projects look like a beautiful stationery set all together. There was no fuzzy cutting, everything was pre-cut, so that always helps. But again, they all showcase such an amazing, versatile set with this super gorgeous set. I think it's such a beautiful, versatile set that doesn't leave anything unturned. Like, it's perfect for so many different graduation, wedding anniversary. Like, I love it. So check it out, guys. So fun. I'm gonna grab a sugar drop. No, the sugar drop. That's a sugar. I need the dye. I still haven't even taken a picture of the project that I created yesterday, which I thought was so much fun. So I have it here so I can photograph it. Even though Father's Day is already past, I feel like it's good inspiration to have. All right, so I'm gonna grab the sweet banana. Just a little drop, maybe 2. And I'm gonna add some splatter using that so that it all coordinates and just adds a little pixie. To my project. Check it out. So super fun. Guys, I hope that was fun and that you enjoyed our catch-up day. I know it seems like we could have still done that a long time ago, but we didn't actually have a studio to be able to do it in. And I just don't think that doing it in a cell phone would give you guys the best possible showcase and experience. So I hope that was fun. I can't wait to see the projects that you've created today. And don't forget to join us this afternoon on our Facebook Live. Although if you're catching a recorded version, then maybe not so much. But if you guys are watching us live, don't forget to join us this afternoon at 4 for a fun share of all of our new releases for the month of June. Guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being the best part of RG Avenue. I hope that you enjoyed that class today, and I cannot wait to see your projects completed on social media. Remember, guys, to continue to create and capture so that we can bring hope to those around us. Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys next month. Adios.